Hey guys, Malu here. Welcome to another weekly reset video. I know it's a day late, and I haven't done one of these for quite a while, but I'd like to get back into the swing of things, so let's get into it. First up is Combined Arms for the weekly Crucible playlist. Then, for the story playlist, we'll be going to Earth and the Moon. The modifiers are Small Arms, primary weapon damage is favored, and Grounded. Players take more damage while they are in the air. For the Heroic Strikes, there are Specialist, special weapon damage is favored, Chaff, player radar is disabled, and Airborne. Players deal more damage while in the air. So go ahead and pull out your Fourth Horsemans to burn through bosses. The Nightfall this week is Will of Crota, with modifiers of Brawler. Guardian melee damage is greatly increased. Grounded, players take more damage while in the air. Chaff, player radar is disabled, and Match Game. Enemy shields are resistant to all unmatched element damages. Over at the prison, you'll be facing in round 1, Overmind Minotaur, in round 2, Valis Arun, and in round 3, the Wretched Knight, with modifiers of Super Kill bonus, super kills are worth more points, Specialist, special weapon damage is favored, and Trickle. Recharge of abilities are significantly reduced. And finally, the featured raid this week is the Vault of Glass, with the Templar No Teleport Challenge and the Kill 1 Oracle Atheon Challenge. These two I would have to say are among the easier challenges to complete. It's just more of a rhythm type of challenge. Now to the vendor reset portion where I talk about good rolls. Yeah! Anyways, first up is Dead Orbit with the Keystone 01 Scout Rifle. This is a really good PvE scout rifle, mainly for the Axis Phase 2 where there's a bunch of shanks because you can one-shot them with explosive rounds. The sights are MD-Reflex, Focused Lens FLA 5, and OEG. In the first column there is Explosive Rounds and Lightweight, then Small Bore and Outlaw, followed up by Hidden Hand. My recommendation for perks, at least for Axis Phase 2, would be Explosive Rounds and Outlaw. Mainly just so Small Bore does not reduce your magazine size from 14 down to something lower. Then we have the Bitter Edge 010 Sniper Rifle. Very low impact sniper. I wouldn't recommend this normally, however, the perk set on it is pretty good. It has Short Gaze for the scope, armor-piercing rounds and snapshot, hammer-forged triple tap, and hidden hand. Pretty good for PvE and PvP. With triple tap you'll get up to 7 rounds in the magazine. Then you have snapshot to bring up your scope a lot faster, and hidden hand to help with the stickiness of your reticle. Now over to the Crucible. First things first, Palindrome. Again. Always seems to be a pretty good roll, and this week is even better. So you have True Sight IS, Mulligan, Icarus, Rifled Barrel, Explosive Rounds, and Rangefinder. Mulligan is pretty good if you're like me and tend to miss a few shots. You might get more shots back inside the cylinder. Or you could use Icarus and have more in-air accuracy, which is always good. Then next column is pretty straightforward with Rifled Barrel increasing your range, and then Rangefinder. If you pick up anything, I'd recommend picking up the Palindrome because it is probably as good as you're ever going to see. Then we have the Each New Day Fusion Rifle. Its sights are the Reflex, Red Dot Dash, ORA 2, and the OEG. Perks are Unflinching, Life Support, Braced Frame, Reinforced Barrel, and Hot Swap. I'd recommend using either Unflinching or Life Support. Unflinching so when you're getting shot while you're charging up the fusion rifle, your shots will more often than not land on your target. But if that's not a problem, then Life Support so you have a 25% chance of getting health back on a kill. Then I'd recommend Rifled Barrel over Braced Frame, just because I like to make the fusion rifle as much of a hit scan as possible, and it takes away some of the unpredictability about fusion rifles if you increase the range. However, if the recoil is out of your control, then you may want to use Braced Frame. And then we have Hot Swap, and that's always good to increase your accuracy. Then we have the 44 Curtain Call shotgun. For its barrel, you have Smart Drift Control, Field Choke, and Aggressive Ballistics. Perks, you have Performance Bonus, Knee Pads, Rifled Barrel, Quick Draw, and Crowd Control. So, this is really good because you have a couple perks that can be interchanged. You have Field Choke and Aggressive Ballistics that can be changed in and out. One gives a little more range than the other, and the other one gives a lot more impact. Then Performance Bonus, when you get a kill, it gives you rounds back to your reserve ammo. Or you can have knee pads and be a more effective slide shotgunner. Reinforced Barrel is kind of a must, and then Crowd Control. Pretty good gun overall with its perks. For FWC, there's the Wormwood with Steady Hand IS, Sure Shot IS, and Quick Draw IS. Perks, you have high caliber rounds and quick draw, fitted stock, army of one, and rangefinder. Sights, of course, use Sure Shot IS. For the first tier perks, it's kind of up to you. Do you want to have a little more stagger with your shots, or do you want to use your sidearm as a quick swap, hose the enemy as they get close? Then I'd recommend fitted stock to get a little more stability and rangefinder. Then down at the Vanguard, they have Parthian Shot, which is a pretty good roll this week, like possibly top tier. It has the MD-Reflex, Steady Hand IS, and OEG Rifle Scope. Perks, Rodeo, Feeding Frenzy, Hand-Laid Stock, Lightweight, and Counterbalance. I'd recommend using the Reflex Sight, Feeding Frenzy over Rodeo because Rodeo doesn't really do anything. Feeding Frenzy allows you to get faster reloads on kills, which is really nice. And then Fitted Stock makes it more of a laser beam, and Counterbalance makes it a laser beam. Pretty much laser beam. Then there is the TEACUP Tempest sidearm with Steady Hand IS, Fast Draw IS, and Quick Draw IS. Perks, you have Mulligan, Army of One, Hand Loaded, Casket Mag, and Hidden Hand. Mulligan helps out with the magazine size because if you miss shots, it has a 25% chance of giving you a round back to your already small magazine. Then I'd say Hand Loaded to either get more range, or Casket Mag to increase your magazine size. Then there is the Disassembly Required Rocket Launcher. Normally I'd say it's pretty bad because of its velocity, however this week it looks pretty darn good. It comes with Warhead Veneer, Soft Launch, Hard Launch, Grenadier, Life Support, Perfect Balance, Javelin, and Cluster Bombs. Really good for PvE, because you can either go with Grenadier to get grenade energy back faster on kills, which used in conjunction with Cluster Bombs can yield a pretty good amount of grenade energy. Or you could use Life Support, and if you shoot the rocket into a group of enemies, you have a pretty good chance of getting your health back. Then use Javelin to increase the velocity of your rocket. Then last for the tower, we have New Monarchy. They don't really have anything that good except for a Ghost Shell that has max discipline and strength. So go ahead and pick that up if you're looking for a ghost with max discipline and strength. And over to Tyra Karn. She has the Memory of Timur in discipline and strength, Memory of Radagast in intellect and strength, and Memory of Gullion in discipline and strength. I will have to give this week a solitary Crucible Ghost, and that will wrap up this video. I do have more ideas for videos, and those will be coming out shortly, so I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.